the outlet, Graham. On right wing, Ozone. Tried to walk around LaBelle. He does get the puck behind the net. Graham, shoved by Bedard. James will reverse it. Rolling puck, Graham beats two hat tricks to it, but Van Durkin clears the zone. Hat tricks making some changes. Tipped in by Chartrand. Out of the goal, McCullum. Right onto the blade of LaBelle. With a left circle. Hat tricks do get just out of the zone. Chartrand back in for Bedard. Tipped by Frolov, chugging the legs. Vasiliev tried to center for Van Durkin. Instead, the Prowlers from right to left. Chartrand overskated and stumbled. He'll rainbow it in behind the hat trick's net. Left, Scantlebury stole it away, but Van Durkin picks his pocket. LaBelle in trouble, out for Vasiliev, and Danbury escapes the zone. It's Frolov at center, over the blue line, left side. Frolov around Organ, fanned on the shot, loose puck left corner. Counts down by Frolov, cross slot pass to Mo Valley. He'll slip it down low. Parsons with 7:15 remaining in the third period. Hat tricks do or die here, up by one. Vasiliev, the only goal in the period. Right off the bench, it's Price. Had a man in front, couldn't get the puck to him. It was Fox who has it in the right corner. Fox, the righty, centers for Federley. To the left point, Parsons puts one towards goal, deflected. Stopped by McCullum. Fox in the corner, leaving it for Price. Mo Valley takes it for Danbury, steers it up the near wall for Hullaby. He'll gain the red line and flutter it in to the right of Nusiainen. Lockhart back for it. Spits back to him behind the net. Up for Price. He backed away from it with Gonzalez bearing down, and now Hullaby will carry it back behind the hat-trick zone net. He'll leave it for Abdella. Tide continues to tick. 6:20 now. Third period. 3-2 the score. Hat-tricks in front. Ruiz, the lead for Harwell. It was deflected. No icing. Millette overskated. He's got it back. Nullified by Ruiz, who darts in, wrister gloved by Nusiainen and covered. Timeout on the ice. Alexander Vasiliev, the difference right here in the third period. The only goal to give the hat-tricks a lead. It's 3-2, 6 minutes to go in the third.
Craving that perfect thin crust pizza? Head to Van's Bar Style Pizza in Danbury. Enjoy delicious, crispy edge bar style pizza and have some fun in our arcade while you're here. Great food and entertainment for the whole family, only at Van's Bar Style Pizza in Danbury. Looking for your next ride? Orchard Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in Hudson has you covered. With a wide selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, plus unbeatable deals, Orchard CDJR is your one-stop shop for all things automotive. Visit Orchard Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in Hudson today, where great cars meet great service. Diversified Printing Solutions in Danbury is the Hat-Trick's official printing partner. You want it printed? Call Tina and let them get it inked up for you. DPS Printing Solutions. They can do it all. Locally owned, printed on paper from Connecticut trees. Upgrade your home with Buzz 8 Appliance, offering the latest in appliances with expert service and unbeatable prices. Visit us today or shop online. Buzz 8 Appliance, your local home solution.
Hat-tricks won the regular season series 5-2. 2 of their 5 wins came past regulation. 1 of their losses came in overtime. The last 3 regulation games between these teams went past 60 minutes. Entering yesterday, where the Prowlers finished it off in regulation based on a strong third. Hat-tricks have the only tally in this period. Vasiliev from Gonzalez and Abdella at 5:27, trying to keep the season alive. Force a game 3 tomorrow, 5 p.m. on Easter Sunday. Face-off is in the Prowler zone. Left circle, Graham against Ruiz. Ruiz wins it clean. Abdella shoots, and Nusiainen saw it all the way, snares it with the mitt. Biggest period of the season for the Hat-tricks. And now the most important final 6. Holding on to a lead. They control Ruiz in front for Ratcliffe. He kicked it, hoping for the backdoor Harwell stuff. And it was snuffed out by Lockhart. Prowlers the other way. Millette through the legs of Gonzalez. Behind the net. He's smashed by Harwell, knocked off the puck. Harwell in the corner. Jabs it for Abdella. Slipped for Gonzalez. Chopped at. Out of the zone. 2-on-1 for Danbury. Harwell on the right wing. Fumbled it. Ruiz still in front. He's got it. Right side near the post. Ruiz trying to dance away. And it was tapped off his stick. LaBelle all the way behind the Hat-Trick's net. Hat-Trick's up by 1. LaBelle from behind the net. Scantlebury in his hip. He'll shoot in. Organ tries to pound it out. Woolley keeps it alive. Pass down low off the skate of Van Durken. Pops in the air in the far corner. Organ uses the far wall, kept in by Van Durken. He's tied up with Fox. Bouncing puck out to center. It's hammered back in by LaBelle. Hat-Trick's tag up. Under 5 to play in regulation. Hat-Trick's up by 1. Organ in the far corner. He'll use the boards. Prowlers from right to left. Scantlebury on right wing. He shoots, it's blocked. The follow-up goes wide. Pinching in Simmons Fisher. He'll one-hand it for Scantlebury. Steered back in front, taken away by Van Durken. Van Durken weaving over the red, over the blue. Poke checked away. Free puck at the point. Simmons Fisher from behind on Van Durken. Nothing called on the retaliation from Woolley. We play on, puck behind the net. Bussell. Now here's James trying to cut in front. It's free in the slot. Pinballing around. Van Durken will shovel it out to center. Refs are letting them play in the final 4 minutes of regulation. Hat-Trick's trying to hold on. Force a game 3. It's ramped in. Mo Valley tied up with James. Won the puck. Pamelayan alley-oop for Hullaby. He receives it, but he touched it with a high stick. And a little flop job in the corner after Hullaby was talking to the official. Final media timeout in Danbury. Hat-Trick's hoping to hold on and get to game 3 in the opening round. Before we go to break, it looks like they're ushering Alex Johnson to the penalty box. Maybe embellishment the call. We'll have the details when we come back on the Hat-Trick's Digital Network.
Craving breakfast all day? Come to IHOP for pancakes, omelets, and more any time of the day. Visit your local IHOP today because breakfast is always a good idea. Kick back and relax with a cold beer from Housatonic River Brewing. Craft brews made locally with love. Visit our tap room today. Housatonic River Brewing, where great beer meets great company. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. Ready for your dream getaway? Let Dream Vacations plan the perfect trip for you. From cruises to tropical resorts, we make travel easy. Call today and start packing for your dream vacation. Start your morning right with Grounds Donut House. Delicious donuts, fresh coffee, and local charm. Visit us today for a sweet start to your day. Grounds Donut House, where every bite is a delight. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. Need quality dental care? Aspen Dental makes it easy to get the smile you deserve. Affordable, reliable, and convenient. Call now to schedule your appointment at Aspen Dental, where we bring smiles to life.
Back in Danbury, 3-2 the score. Hat-Trick's holding on against the Port Huron Prowlers in a must-win game. We apologize for some technical difficulties. We are back on the air. They haven't even dropped the puck, and Scantlebury and Ratcliffe are going at it. Alex Johnson is in the penalty box for Port Huron, but it is still 5-on-5. They gave abusive officials a misconduct to Johnson. 3:30 to go, third period. 3-2 Hat-Trick's. It's 5-on-5. Puck in the right corner. Chartrand picks it free. Turns, shoots, pops in the air. Bussell's shot fluttered wide. Hat-trick's got a piece. Ratcliffe successfully clears. It went out of play off the Hat-trick's bench. Scantlebury latched on to Harwell, trying to draw a penalty. It's a one-goal game as we come down to the wire. Hat-tricks have Ratcliffe, Ruiz, and Harwell with Bedard and LaBelle. Shots are 29-25 Hat-tricks, trying to stay alive. LaBelle off the face-off, hard off the far wall. A race won by Oregon to the Prowlers and another icing on Danbury. So bring the face-off back into the Hat-trick's end. Fans getting loud. Valtteri Nusiainen still in the net. It's 5-on-5. Graham, Millette, Lockney, Federley, and Organ for the Prowlers. Same 5 for the Hat-tricks after the icing. Graham against Ruiz. Graham wins the draw back. Federley poked off the puck. There goes Harwell up the left wing. Harwell around Organ to the net. Stuff try save, and Organ wipes it off the blue paint. Harwell has it back, and he'll feed it to LaBelle in his zone. Softly for Harwell, across Bedard, and he'll float it into the Prowler zone. 2.5 left in regulation, 3-2 Danbury. Van Durken sprinting in, hits the brakes, shoots behind the net. Vasiliev wins it, centers, stolen by Lockney. He'll stick handle away from Van Durken. Up for Millette, right wing, poked away by LaBelle. Behind the play, a whistle and a penalty. Vasiliev baited Graham. And Danbury to the power play with 2:15 left, up by 1. So Johnson is in the box for abusive official, and now Graham is in the penalty box after the tie-up with Vasiliev. Now they're screaming on the bench. There seems to have been an altercation on the bench between the two benches. Now the referees come over and discuss. There are no additional penalties. It'll be a 5-on-4 Hat-tricks man advantage for 2 minutes. Remember, the Prowlers scored a shorthanded goal yesterday. Danbury has 2 power play goals tonight, and they scored right at the end of an expiring power play. Right circle draw, Hat-tricks up by 1. Trying to force a game 3. Danbury wins the draw. It's Ruiz dropping for Gonzalez, right point. 2 defensemen on for Danbury, Gonzalez and LaBelle. LaBelle, left point. Far half wall, Ruiz, low left. Harwell in front, Hullaby just out of his reach. Gonzalez punches it for Hullaby in the right corner. Wheel it around for Ruiz. Back down low, Harwell. Skate to stick. Shimmy's out of trouble. Shielding the puck in the corner. One hands it to the point. Gonzalez. He'll walk the line. Wrist shot. Tip. Kicked out. And the clear kept in by LaBelle. It went off of his shin pad. Bussell sprinting. Gonzalez cuts him off. Bussell spins off. He centers. Price shoots. Save by McCullum. A shorthanded robbery for Connor McCullum with a glove. Bobby Price looking for his second shorty of this series, and he was denied. Still 3-2 Danbury. A minute 15 on the clock. 3-2 Hat-tricks. Still 55 on the power play. Woolley gains the line. He'll drag, shoot wide. Springs off the end boards. Out for Chartrand. Bouncing puck, Vasiliev. Plays forward for Woolley. Across the ice, Bedard. Stolen away, Oregon. Self-pass off the near wall. Van Durken lifted his stick. Keep in left point, Chartrand shoots. Hit Abdella up high. Off the end glass. 45 seconds in regulation. Hat-trick's up by 1. Nusiainen racing to the bench. Now he's gonna retreat. He's in between. Now he goes to the bench. Oregon, right wing with 30. He plays middle. Bouncing puck, Chartrand to the goal, blocked away. Millette for Price. Vasiliev on him. Price with 25. LaBelle up the near wall, rolling out of the zone. Prowlers have to tag up. 17 seconds left. Vasiliev chopping to the empty net. Wide of the cage, but Van Durken's there. No icing. Van Durken scores! The empty netter and the hat trick stay alive. Hat-tricks locked it down in the third period. They got the goal from Vasiliev and kept things clean. Baited the Prowlers into a late penalty, and it's Gleb Van Durken tucking home the exclamation point on a Game 2 victory from Danbury. Oh, baby, Game 3 should be fun. We're awaiting the puck drop. Simmons-Fisher, a slapper from center. It's blocked. Anderson shoots in, and then gets run by Millette. This could get ugly. The clock is at zeros. The Hat-tricks force a Game 3 Easter Sunday from Danbury. And now some madness after the whistle. Abdella ripped down by Parsons. He's got him in a headlock. Anderson and Bussell are at center ice. All started by the unnecessary hit from Millette as he went after Anderson. But the Hat-tricks avoid elimination. There will be a Game 3. They're not done yet. Parsons, Hullaby, Robinson, Anderson now. Motioning the Prowlers away. Well, it won't be a friendly Easter from the DIA, that is for sure. Hat-trick stave off elimination. This time they win the third period. 2-0. 5 p.m. tomorrow night. Who gets the barrel? The first Litchfield Distillery barrel of the 2025 Commissioners Cup playoffs. Alexander Vasiliev, the game-winning goal. Raise it high. Aren't we lucky? Game 3 is tomorrow at 5 p.m. So get your Easter brunch in, and we will have the call for you right here on the Hat-tricks Digital Network. Cannot wait for game 3. Game 1 was fun. Prowlers pulled ahead in that third period. It was chippy, it was physical. Tonight was a different level. After every whistle, there was not just 1 or 2, there were 3 or 4 conversations. A lot of grabbing, a lot of cross checks, stick whacks. And the hat tricks winning the third period 2-0 and win game 2 4-2. The season continues. 3 stars of the game, and then we'll hop off the air. A quick recap of the scoring. Tucker Scantlebury got it started, only goal of the first period at 14-15. Jamie Bussell the assist. Hat-trick scored back-to-back power play goals at 5:02 and 6:19. LaBelle from Harwell and Ruiz tied it at 1. Robinson nudged the hat-tricks in front 2-1. Woolley and Gonzalez helping out. Then it was Austin Federley, a power play goal midway through the second, had the response, thought he had the go-ahead goal waved off for goaltender interference. And then in the third period, 2 goals, Vasiliev, Gonzalez, and Abdella assisting at 5:27, the game winner, and the empty net goal, Gleb Van Durken at 9:51. Third star of the game, Connor McCullum. He was very strong tonight after getting pulled yesterday in game 1. He responds in a big way, making 26 saves. Second star of the night, assistant captain, co-head coach, Kyle Gonzalez. 2 assists on the night. And the assist on the game-winning goal in the third period.
And tonight's first star.
And the first star.
With the game-winning goal.
No surprise here. Gets the barrel, now gets the first star. Game-winning goal at 5:27. And we'll see you tomorrow at 5.
Catch game 3, the final game of the series.
A loud, passionate crowd here tonight. We're hoping for the same tomorrow. If you can't join us, we would love to see you back in our live game chat, following along in the game.
On behalf of the Pirates management, we thank you for your
and tuning in
and ask that you please arrive home safely. And see you tomorrow.
for the winner go home, game 3 on Sunday. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We mentioned some of the final scores around the league. The Black Bears are waiting for the winner of this series. That will get going next Friday night in either Port Huron or Danbury. Black Bears control the playoffs all the way through if they continue to win. In the Continental, River Dragons dispose of the Rock Lobsters 2-1, winning on the road and taking down Athens in its inaugural season. And the Carolina Thunderbirds are advancing. They will square off with the River Dragons in the Continental Division Finals to crown that Continental Division champion. So the Hat-Tricks and Prowlers will be the only game on Sunday. Hat-Tricks played a lot more of their game here tonight. Didn't fall for the Prowlers' bait. Instead, secured a late power play, which kept the puck away from Port Huron and eventually tucked home the game-winning goal. It all sets up game 3 from the DIA, 5 p.m. Easter Sunday. Winner advances to the second round. A date with the Binghamton Black Bears. For one final time, Hat-Tricks take down the Prowlers 4-2. They have forced a game 3. Alexander Vasiliev, the game-winning goal, 5.5 minutes into the period. Always want to thank everyone who works hard behind the scenes. Sam, Leo, Jacob, Aiden, Calvin up here, Lexi, Bella, Meg, and Jane behind the scenes. Danbury survives. Game 3 is tomorrow at 5 p.m., and we will talk again then. Doug Latuca saying have a great rest of your night, Hat Tricks fans. Happy Easter. Hopefully you find all those eggs, have a great lunch, and then sit down for the win or go home. Game 3, round 1. Talk again tomorrow, Hat Tricks fans, 5 p.m. right here on the Hat Tricks Digital Network. Good night, everyone.